Hi everyone. Before I start today, I want to ask you a question. Have you been feeling the shifts of energy lately? So just take a moment and just, feel into your heart space and ask, do you feel the same as you felt, a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago? Have you noticed any of the shifts that are going on? There's a lot going on at the moment. We've entered this amazing space of Jupiter coming into Aries, and apparently this is the first time for 165 years. And so there's going to be amazing transformations taking place and a lot of dissolution of the ego over the next 165 years. And so a lot of stuff can be shaken up. And you know how much shaking up's been going on in recent years. Well, we could have some more shaking up going on. So just take a moment and just reflect for a moment. How do you feel about the shifts that are taking place at the moment? Have you even felt any? Have you acknowledged them? Because I'm sure you've probably felt them, but have you actually acknowledged them? So hi, anyway, I'm Christina, and this is today's Light Codes Transmissions report. Now, I haven't done a video for quite a while now, but I have been doing the Light Codes Transmissions every week as usual, and I've been writing blogs about them instead of doing video talks about them on my website, which you can find at www.howtoreturntolove.com. So today was our final transmission for March, and of course today is the 30th of March, which brings in that 3-3 energy. And I always say that March is the month of the masters because of all the 3 energies in the month of March. So today, finishing up for us with the Masters, with the 3-3 energy, and it was certainly a very powerful session today, and expanded, a very expanded session. So this could be part of the shifts that are taking place at the moment that we've just moved through, or we are moving through rather, with the new moon and the eclipse energies, and this awesome opportunity for Jupiter to travel through Aries. And so I'm going to tell you about the visions that I had. And these, when I give you these messages of the visions that I've had, I want you to think about you, like take it into your heart and how do you feel about that? Because while there is a Light Codes transmission for you that you can purchase to work through this particular activation and receive these initiations of light codes that come through from the heavens, not everybody does that. So this, giving you the blog here, I want to give you the opportunity to still receive in a certain way. I'm going to ask you some questions along the way, or give you some little tidbits to do along the way. So bear with me. The first vision I had today was in the Alpha Chakra, and the Alpha Chakra is the Divine Masculine. It's our soul's direction, soul's mission and soul's purpose. That's what it governs. And so in here today I saw a symbol which is very similar to, reminded me of the Luxor Light symbol. I couldn't see it completely clearly. Was it the Luxor Light symbol? I'm not going to say definitely yes, but it was definitely an A symbol within there, which is symbolic of the Alpha and that divine mission, divine purpose, and Luxor Light, which is, you can go to my website, www.luxorlightascension.com, if you want to know more. It's about ascension frequencies, about stepping into your mission, stepping into your mastery. And so I saw this vision of this symbol coming through, and right next to it, right next to it was a foot. And this foot, barefoot, well, it wasn't a barefoot actually, it was a foot wearing a flip-flop, what we call in Australia a thong, but thongs are something else in other places. So it was a flip-flop or sandal. And so this is symbolizing that, take it easy, like casual, the next step forward, but don't be so, don't be so restrictive, you can be casual about it, you can wear your flip-flops, that kind of symbolism, because this is about ascension, this is about building your personal pyramid, this is about coming into your own and stepping into your mastery. And followed after this was the capital A, which again is obviously in the Greek alphabet is the symbol of Alpha. Is the Alpha symbol, and this is the divine masculine energy guiding us and saying, yes, now it is time for purpose, it is time for mission, it's time to move forward. So just taking a breath for a moment now and just think about that. Are you ready? If you could step into your mission and your purpose and start to activate that, and know that it doesn't have to be hard. It can be casual. You can be, just gently stepping forward. Would you do it? Would you be ready now? Like, people tend to say, oh, I'll do it when I retire, or I'll do it later, or when I'm healed enough, or, so on and so forth. If you wait until you're retired, if you wait until you are healed enough, you'll probably never do it, So what about now? What about now? If you could do it casually, if you could, really be cruisy with it all, would you do it? Would you be willing to do it? And if the answer is yes, I can help you with that. So I'm not going to go into that now, but I can help you with that. And links are always below. You can always reach me very easily. As we moved on then, we're focusing in the Omega Chakra. And the Omega Chakra is the Divine Feminine. And she governs our soul's pathway. And she integrates the gifts and our mission that comes through from Alpha. Because Alpha and Omega are, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine coming together. And she's bringing those gifts down and integrating them into the Earth's surface, into the grid, so that you can make them manifest. So she brings the seeds down and helps them make them manifest. And so what I saw here was somebody who had already received a certain degree of enlightenment because they were wearing their holy orb, their holy, halo. And they were, I don't know if they were kneeling now, because I'm thinking back, were they kneeling, were they sitting? Anyway, they were either sitting or kneeling, and somebody else was feeding something into their mouth. Now, I know what this is because I live in Egypt, and hey, I go to the temples, and there's all this, the Egyptology and the symbolism of what comes through with the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and things on the temple walls. So this was somebody receiving the Ankh, and the Ankh is the gift of eternal life. But not only is it the gift of eternal life, it is also symbolic of the unified masculine and feminine. So this is the energy of the unified masculine and feminine that we must all achieve. And this is in Omega. And so this is the pathway right now. This is your pathway right now to become the unified masculine and feminine, and you're ready to receive that energy so that you can move forward and bring down your missions and your purpose. So again, I want to say to you, take a moment, have a breath. I'm asking you the question, are you ready? Are you ready to receive that gift of the balanced and unified masculine and feminine, and accept the gift of eternal life and move forward, anchoring your mission on Earth? Just taking a little bit of a moment, and pop your answer in below, and get this happening. Get it all happening, and set those intentions. And I didn't see another vision until I was working in the solar plexus. And what I saw in the solar plexus was like a sword of light, and it was like the Excalibur kind of thing. So, the solar plexus, when we conquer the challenges of the solar plexus, we are in our power. And when we are in our power, we are ready for our purpose. So again, this is showing us now you're in your purpose. Now you're coming into your purpose. Do you want this? Are you ready? Are you ready to strike forward? Have you got your sword? You're ready to cut through the truth and get out there and get into it. So again, how do you feel about that? Cutting away all of your anxiety so that you can step forward with confidence and move forward along the path of your purpose. And this is not to say that it's going to be easy, but hey, you're just wearing your thongs, it's kind of casual, just take it easy, one step at a time, no need to rush things. I didn't see anything in the heart, but in the throat chakra I saw these craggy rocks. Now the throat chakra is the place where we meet all of our challenges, or a lot of our challenges. And when you think about, as we're rising up through the chakras, we've got this body, so our body kind of shows us what's going on. We've got this body, these broad shoulders, got this good strong body, and the energy's moving up through here. But when we get to the neck, it's coming in, so we've hit the bottleneck, and so all of this energy's got to come up through there. That's quite challenging to move through the throat chakra. When we move through the throat chakra, we are then able to be in our truth, speak our truth. We're able to step into that way show, a part of ourselves where we can speak our truth and share what we know, or just, be channeling divine wisdom, which is just, truth coming through your mouth no matter what you're talking about. So there were some craggy rocks here, and that's just symbolizing that there is a challenge in the throat chakra. So, it's okay if you find it difficult, but you will get through them, because when something shows up like this, it means that now is time. Now we are ready. We're seeing, if we can see the challenge, then or the obstacle, or whatever the difficulties, when we see it, we've shone the light on it, which means that it's now ready to come forward, and we're ready to move forward with that. So how are you feeling with that? Do you have challenges in your throat chakra? Maybe you've already conquered your throat chakra and you're easily able to speak your truth and move forward. But just recognizing that, some of those challenges may come up, but that's okay. You're just on track. You're totally on track. We skipping up into the brow chakra, what I saw was a beautiful candle burning brightly. And this is like, keep the vision, keep what it is, your ideal, your mission, your purpose. If some people know what their purpose is, they have an inner knowing, but they just don't know how to get there. And other people have no idea at all. But just keep the candle burning, keep the flame alive. Keep the flame alive to know that, yes, I will. And all you have to do is say yes. Yes, do you want to work with that vision? Do you want to move forward? Yes, yes, yes. Keep the flame alive. And then we moved on again. I didn't have any vision in the crown chakra. I'm not going to tell you, the whole process that we go through. That's in the meditation. If you choose to purchase it, and the links will be below. But as we expanded further out, after the next phase of work that we are doing, and the light is expanding and expanding, we began working in the emotional body. And what I saw in the emotional body was a circle of people, and within that circle was a massive, almost filling the entire circle. So they were sitting around it. Maybe they were sitting around it rather than it filling the entire circle. But this great giant lotus of light. And we all know that the lotus symbolizes enlightenment. And the light on this lotus was so beautiful, and there was a group of people sitting around there working onto this, receiving this energy of light. And this means that there is a great deal of healing taking place. Keep your awareness on the light as you're healing through the emotions, because the emotions teach us so much. If we can understand our own emotions, we can help to understand other people. When we can understand other people, we can have greater compassion, and we're able to, play a greater role in our purpose and mission. And the light expanded out again, out to the lower mental body. And in the lower mental body, this is our conditioned thoughts, our negative thinking patterns. It's the ego, place of the ego. So again, this light just continued to expand. And what I saw here, this is you. This is you if you're doing the work. This is it's a beautiful, beautiful big lotus, and somebody sitting, levitating above this lotus and receiving all this beautiful light that was just expanding and totally glowing from them. So this enlightened being, we are ready in this phase that we move through now, from the new moon through into and the solar eclipse, moving into a new phase of enlightenment. And we are ready. The world is ready for this. So those of you that are ready, just take, feel good about where you're at, and allow yourself to continue doing the work and continue moving out. We skipped through the higher mental body, was just filled with light, and I could see these like the light petals of the lotus still peeking through as we came through and expanded out into the spiritual bodies, which was so expanded. And what I saw there was the lotus became like a massive mandala of light, a lotus mandala of light, totally, really filling the entire vision of my inner vision. And standing in front of that lotus light was a being, somebody who had become their entire light body. They were totally ascended, their ascended light body, and totally expanded and receiving. And it just was up as if, you know, like their arms were back, receiving this beautiful, beautiful light. So this transmission of light codes is filling us with this massive light, and so beautiful, to take you into a space of peace, to receive more light, to feed that light in so that you can move further and further along towards or into your mission, and take your rightful place that you said you were going to do when you incarnated. So I will see you not next week, or maybe next week. Fingers crossed. I have a retreat for the next 8 or 9 days or something. I will be busy, and hopefully I will be back to doing videos again on a weekly basis. Until then, it's over out from me. Please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, please support my channel, and do comment in the comment box, because it really does help. Okay, over and out. Bye.